Today I'm playing Caravana by Jay Galecki. The title screen is nice. I like the music. So I can change the way the keyboard works. I'm going to do QWERTY because that's what I have. Is there an easier dev core? I guess we'll go with normal. Okay, new game. Chapter 1, Into the Dunes. He told me that his book was called The Book of Sand because neither the book nor the sand has a beginning or end. George Borges? You hear distant voices approaching. Thank the sun we made it out alive. Aye, but at what cost? We lost half our camels, and the next oasis is half a day's journey still. The air is hot and the sun is beating down on you. You are thirstier than you ever remember being. Yes, but perhaps our good fortune will hold out a little bit longer. Fortune? You call this good fortune? To be alive is a blessing, Saul. Hold up, I think that's a person. A bandit, most likely. We should not take the risks, Soliel? Can we afford not to? We have a long ways to go. Perhaps he can help. Ahoy there! You're greeted by Soliel and his caravan. A couple of heavily laden camels follows behind two weary-looking travelers. What's your name? I don't remember. No name, eh? Whispers to Soliel. Seems suspicious. Do we have a choice? Stranger, I think we can come to a beneficial arrangement. You're in the middle of the desert, you have no water, no food, and no name. If you agree to help us reach the next city, we'll provide you with all three. We have a chest bearing the finest names in the 7 houses. Heroes, kings, high priests, dragon slayers? Not that we can give you one of those. So apparently there are dragons in this world. We need those to trade. But we have a perfectly serviceable name we could give you. He speaks true, stranger. It's a good name, if a little out of style. I prefer the term broken in. You agree to accompany the merchants. They provide you with water, a robe, and a rusty dagger. That's no ordinary dagger. It was a favorite weapon of the blind Boreas, the thief of song and legend. He used this dagger to assassinate the tyrant king of Atrosa. The dagger looks like it wouldn't cut through bread. The people cheered and tried to crown him king, but he managed to escape by moonlight. But he wasn't really blind, you know. Shush, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. After resting for a few more minutes, the caravan departs. Alright, we're playing. A or D to move left or right. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it. My fingers were offset. Jump. Easy enough. Enter to attack. Okay. When your eyes flash red, you can press enter again and start a combo. Okay. And I have 2 camels following me. Press S and space to drop through raised platforms. Okay, looks like some kind of monster. He dropped a purple. Obviously the camels can't follow me down here. The controls are really good. Everything seems to respond really well. I like the idea of like timing your combos. That's neat. The graphics are good. Oh. And the music is nice. Looks like my job is to escort my camels. Next level. I'm going to go ahead and skip the dialogue on this because I want to show more of the game than the talking. Although the talking was good, the writing was very well written, and I liked that there was like world building and stuff. Can I go in here? No, doesn't seem like it. this a tutorial? Maybe not. I thought those sparkly blue lights were tutorials. I guess not. Again, I'm gonna skip the tutorial or the dialogue. It looks like I made it to the city. I guess I'll read this part. You've fulfilled your part of the bargain, and we shall fulfill ours. Saul reaches into his sack and removes a scrap of tattered paper. He hands it to you. In faded ink, the name Zakala is written. To accept the name, simply press this against your forehead. You do so, you hear a thunderclap and a burst of light blinds you. Memories slam into you with the force of an avalanche. Experiences alien in tongue and custom are flooding your sense of being. You can't move, you can't breathe, you're drowning in the blackness. After an eternity, the darkness starts receding. Light creeps in from the edges of your vision. By the sands, he is new. Don't worry, stranger, taking a new name is never a pleasant experience, but it does become easier in time. We thank you again, but we have matters we must attend to. We would like to meet you again this evening. Enjoy the city until then. You'll be safe if you remain near the markets, but don't leave the gates. The city moves. It's impossible to find it again if you don't know its habits. Yeah, we would regret losing you, and they depart. And apparently they came back. I'm gonna go ahead and skip. Press S to dodge. What in the world was that? Q or E to roll. Okay. When coming out of a roll, you can press enter to attack. Okay. After you land an attack, you can immediately dodge or roll. Cool. I don't know what that is. I turned invisible, apparently. Let's explore down here. Oh, my camels are under attack. Okay, no more exploring. Again, I'm going to skip the writing. Press V to go to the name screen. From here you can level up with gems. Let's see. Do I use my mouse? Okay. Enter. I learned backstab. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I think I get an idea of it. Like I said, the writing and the world building is really good, and the idea of like having to escort your caravan through the platforming stages is interesting and unique. I like that the combat has some extra layers. It's not just sort of hack and slashy. So there's definitely a lot of potential here. I do find myself getting a little bored of the stages. They kind of inherently have to be all flat to help the camels along. And I know that I've got little sections where I can go explore, but because the camels get attacked, I can't really leave the camels, which is sad. So maybe you could program in something where like When you're exploring, when you get a certain distance away from like the underground tunnels, the camels can't get hurt or something like that. That might add a little bit to being able to move around a little bit. Um, Also, you could do a lot of like set pieces with this sort of thing, where like maybe there's like a gate that's closed down and you have to like scale the wall and get around it and open it for your camels. I think that could be interesting. Obviously, I died there, but yeah, I think there's potential with like leaving your camels for a little bit and coming back to them after like being out and about. Um, but yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here. It could be really cool. I think it needs players will get bored with just the flat kind of levels that are here. But yeah, I look forward to seeing how this improves. I think this is a really good start.